Hi, my name is Arlet. I'm 21 years old and I'm from Russia. Всем привет, меня зовут Arlet, мне 21 год.
I'm extremely glad that you agreed to give an interview and share your experiences on the way to your goal. Let's get started. Hello.
Hi.
Where do you study?
I'm a sophomore student in SNU.
Is that hard to study at Seoul National University?
Yes, it's really hard, frankly speaking, because in SNU, international students are graded the same as Koreans, so it's really hard to compete with Korean students.
What exams and tests did you take for admission?
Actually, I didn't have any exams or tests before entering SNU, but what I did, I submitted my portfolio through scholarship program.
Have you ever thought of giving up in the middle of everything?
Oh yeah, I thought about giving up in the beginning, not in the middle, during my first semester actually.
If so, then what motivated you the most to continue studying?
I think my friends, which I met in SNU, and also my family, was my biggest motivation not to give up.
Hi everyone, my name is Tanya and I'm from Russia. Ariadna, she's my cousin and I always have seen her studying so hard and doing her best in order to get into Korean university. And even after some documents, issues and problems, eventually she did it and now she studies at the best Korean university.
Well, and what about your parents? What do they think about you studying here at Seoulde?
Actually, when I was 12, it was the first time I heard about SNU, and my first thought was, oh, if I enter this university, my dad would be proud of me. So I think my dad right now is maybe a little bit, maybe a lot proud of me. I don't know, but I suppose he... Так, ладно, последний вопрос. Actually, when I first heard about SNU, I was 12, and my first thought was, oh, if I enter this university, my dad would be really proud of me. So I think he might be proud of me right now, as I'm a student of Seoulde.
I know that you're an ethnic Korean, so I would like to ask a question. How do the students of your university treat you? As a Korean or as a foreigner?
Even though I might look like an Asian or Korean specifically, I think my classmates and other Sanbeis and Hubeis, they treat me as like I'm a foreigner because our mentality differs, and I think, yeah.
And also, do you consider yourself as a part of Korean society, or is it a part of another society, for example?
I consider myself as a part of third culture kid society, because I cannot say that I'm Korean or I'm Russian or I'm Kazakh. I'm just a mix of these three cultures.
How did you feel when you found out that you entered one of the best universities in Korea? How did the parents react to this?
I remember the day as it was yesterday. I remember the day, the time, and the location also when I got my confirmation email. I wasn't told. I was riding a bus with my friends, and when I received like a notification on my phone, I looked at it and I was like, and the first word was, congratulations, you become a successful candidate for Seoul National University. I was like, no way, no. I gave my phone to my friend and said, oh, can you look at it? Is it true? And she was like, yeah, you entered SNU. And I cried, I laughed, and I was completely out of myself because I couldn't believe it. And the first thing that I did, I called my dad and said, Dad, I entered Seoul National University. And he congratulated me. And then the day after, he said that he cried because he was very happy for me, and he also cheered me up.
Well, here you are in Korea. This is your second year, as you mentioned. Tell me please, what do you like the most at Seoul National University?
It's a tricky question because I don't really like our campus, but I do love our library. It's huge and it has a lot of books. All books that you need you can find there. And I love our dorms, our new dorms, the one that I live right now, because they're new, they're clean, and I love it.
What plans do you have for the future after your graduation?
With all this corona situation, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do. But my dream is to receive master's degree and then PhD, philosophy degree. Is it called philosophy? So I wanna become professor in the near, maybe not in the near, just in future. I think the most important advice that I could give is not to be afraid of failure. Just consider failure as a lesson that will help you to gain more experience and knowledge.